Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Simcity Ultimate City. In the last episode we were trying to get loads of students into the university, and it looks like today we're going to be able to do that. Now this has actually been causing some problems around the city. If we have a look at the grade school, you can see there's 750 students. High school as well is closed, and that's because I've had to shut down a couple of classrooms, close the high school so that we can get people into the university, which has caused some not enrolled problems down here. So we need to be careful with this one. We don't want that going on for too long or it create crime. But at the same time we've had worker shortages throughout the city. If we have a look at our population here, we've got a ton of unfulfilled jobs, and where we're expanding these things to kind of move forward in trading, because the whole reason we're actually doing the university is so we can research the solar farm, get rid of all of this, and then build our trade depot somewhere around here because it's blocking off the train tracks. With the amount of money that we have, the correct thing to do I think is actually to build another one of these over here somewhere. But yeah, I didn't want to rely on this stuff too much until we had it upgraded, and the reason why is because we have been running it pretty close with the power. At the moment the wind speed is high, so we're generating quite a lot. But if we want to upgrade the density of some of the buildings in our city, that means they're going to take more power. And we want to do that because we want to increase the population so that there can be jobs everywhere. But because of that, I've had to shut down the recycling centre, the smelting factory. We had a problem with the sewage a moment ago, and so right now we are running it pretty damn close, so we need to hit that goal soon, I think. Although I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is build a temporary small farm, or maybe the one that was actually going to be permanent in the future, and then we can make a little bit of extra power and upgrade the density around the city. But yeah, I have run it really close because a moment ago this was down to minus 200,000 per month because there was no trade going on whatsoever. Both of these were shut down. I think the coal mine was shut down, and both of the ore ones as well, because everything came to a halt. And it seems like what the game does is it divides up the jobs equally, maybe because everything closed down rather than one or two buildings, and as soon as I closed one or two buildings, it means the workers that were going there to work went into other ones, which meant they had enough to actually run, which is kind of contradictory to how the workers actually go to work, because we've all seen it before in this game. They go to the nearest building, everyone drives there, and then when that building's full up they drive on to the next one, which would make you think that some of these buildings would actually have workers, and it's the ones that they drive to last that would have a worker shortage. But let's not discuss that too much. It's now the morning, so we didn't teach enough university students. What I'm going to do is turn off the university. That is a failed experiment right there. We're going to turn the high school back on. We're also going to open up the classrooms down here. And for now, we're just going to have to increase the population of the city. But when we do that, hopefully that means we'll be able to do the university next time we give it a go. And so I'm going to build another temporary power station. In fact, these two are technically temporary, and I have no idea where the permanent one is going to go, so I don't think it matters too much where we put this at the moment, because it won't be long before we crack the university thing. So I'm just going to put it down the side here. We are going to build quite a few of these. Let's go one there, one there, and one there. Another two as well, actually, because we're going to do a really big upgrade with the city this time. So, as we upgrade the density in the city, we will get more and more workers, and we'll be able to reopen those things as well. So I think this is the best move to make at the moment. We can increase the density over here. We've been able to do that for a long time. I just haven't noticed it or really paid too much attention. And I think down here as well, we're finally ready. We should probably double check that. Is everyone happy? Yes, they are. Even the street behind is almost there, but not quite. So we'll upgrade that. And we should see a population boom coming our way now. We have 50,000 people in the city. That is all going to change before long. Let's have a look over here. Oh, it seems really sensitive when I go to the edge of the screen. Maybe that's something they changed in 3.0. So if we have a look at happiness is great around here. That's good to see. And pretty much everyone except for one person there is ready to increase their density. So we are really going to see a population boom right now. And this is going to be fun. Okay, so high density, medium, medium. Okay, that was already medium. I didn't realise. So all of this will go medium as well. And now there's lots of moving in trucks going all around the city. So we're probably going to see a fair amount of traffic for a while that happens. Another thing that I wanted to do, now we've got to be careful with land value over here. We don't want to increase it too much because we want this to be of the lowest value. But we can put trees here. In fact, I'm going to do this temporarily just to see what happens. And then we can edit that and add another set of trees behind it like that. So we could have a strip of trees going all the way down here, which I think would look really nice. And we can't add any more on there. But I don't want to do that right now, but I think that looks cool. We could have a strip of trees maybe on either side as well, if there's space on this side as well, and then we'll have a really nice avenue of trees down either side, which I think is going to look awesome. But I'll leave those two there for now. Let's have a quick look at the land value, and you can see that actually no, it makes a difference, and that is a bad thing, so we're going to get rid of that quickly. I'm sorry. Oh, it looks like some of these have actually upgraded. That could be really bad. Let's select that building. Yeah, they've gone up land value level. We don't want that. We don't want them mixed, because then these people aren't going to be able to find, or they're not going to have shoppers because that's a commercial one. So we actually just need to destroy that. Yeah, because no one else around here is going to be of that class. But that's an idea for then the residential area over on this side. We could have nice rows of trees, and that will help increase the land value there. Oh. What is... Oh, that's just the top of it. It kind of looked like the base. I thought we had a floating building being constructed. But anyway, population 66,000. Okay, so the unfulfilled jobs are going down. That is fantastic. That means we can start opening up some of our other services. Students, I'm a little worried about. Why are they not enrolled? We have 950 people taught yesterday. 800 taught yesterday. Let's open up the university and see if it helps with those extra numbers. So we have 850 odd who aren't enrolled. That's the same amount that attended the university last, and that could have something to do with how they decide where they're going to. So those 800 people haven't been able to go to university, so they're not enrolled. So opening that back up might solve that. But if we have a look here, we are developing some traffic problems, which is pretty anticipated, I guess. A lot of these are moving trucks because we've got a few buildings here being built. But in general, I think things are looking pretty good. And what I like about this layout is that the traffic problems that you do get, they don't stick around for long, you know. You don't get really bad congestion where nothing moves. It's like they get stuck and caught up a little bit in these streets, but as soon as they get round to the avenue, you know, they're off to where they want to go in no time at all, which is really good. Let's just have another look around here. All of that looks good. Everyone's upgraded. 80,000 people now. We're going to have to go through some of our charts and make sure everything is good. Happiness seems to be okay. That one building over there that isn't. Density is all good. The money seems to be good for these people. Power is okay. Let's double check that. Yeah, we've got plenty of power being produced. We're probably going to need to upgrade our sewage system soon. The best way to look at the rest of these really is through here. So let's have a look. Water is okay. Sewage is okay. Trash, we need to get recycling up and running again. We have enough people for that now, so we're going to open this. That's the first one to be reopened. We've got a little bit of a traffic problem down here by the looks of it. Tons of workers trying to get into the smelting factory. Let's open this one here as well. Since they're all in the area, hopefully they'll go straight there. Yeah, it looks like they are. Oh no, they're going up and down and then off. It's hard to tell. Now I can see they're going in there. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at those unfulfilled jobs. 3,000, 2,000. We do actually need to look at getting some medium wealth people in soon. So after we get the trade situation sorted out, we will probably be building our second residential area on the other side of the city. And we have 1,000 students not enrolled. What the hell is going on there? Okay, 800 taught yesterday, 950. Let's double check those. Okay, so I have no idea, but now we have 1,000 students that aren't enrolled. That is a big problem, because that causes crime. We don't want crime, we just want one cheap police station there. All their cars are out on patrol. So I've got a feeling traffic might be causing a problem here. It could be traffic, meaning our students aren't getting into school, but apparently they are. So we'll have to wait and see. The next day is about to start. I think I'll take a little cut here and watch things happen in the city and make sure that everything is okay. Well, I feel like a little bit of an idiot there. Of course, the reason that we have all those people not enrolled is because the population of our city increased. So I add an extra classroom on top of there, so an extra 1,000 students. You can see we just fell short by around 50 odd students, maybe 60. If my maths is right. Okay, that clinic has been destroyed. The only thing that got destroyed there as well, by the looks of it. And also our shuttle bus depot. That's not good. However, I want to see what happens without that for a while, because sometimes they look like they're even contributing to traffic, you know, just congesting everything with their buses going around in groups, because that's what they do. They just all stick together. It's really annoying. But one thing we could actually do is maybe try out the streetcar depot. Now, financially, we can afford it. In terms of progressing forward, we need to get people into the university, and now we can actually upgrade that. That is fantastic. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so that means now that we can actually build our, which one was it? School of Law. No. I'm very glad I didn't build that. What we actually want is School of Science. Let's double check that before I make the wrong decision here. And that is not the way to check. We need to start a research project. It is the School of Science, okay. So let's do that quickly. School of Science, 40,000. We will attach that. Yeah, we should attach that to that bit there, because if we attach it to the avenue, that's not too great for traffic. That's one thing I did here actually, and down here as well. We've got these directly attached to the avenues, which supposedly isn't very good. However, it's been alright for these, and it looks like the buses from this place are going over to this one. Wonder what they're doing that for. Maybe they're dropping off students. But yeah, everything seems to be good. Let's double check the numbers there. Okay, so everyone in our city is enrolled. We can now start this research project. I will do that. That will take a little bit of time. How do we see that actually? There you go, 0% researched. And so public transport at the moment is a problem. I'm just going to keep my eye on that and see how badly traffic is affected. Hopefully not too much. Yeah, I think I'm just going to watch the city for a while, leave it like that, and then when this research project is done, it means we can build our permanent power source, which I'm not sure where exactly I'm going to build it, but then at last we can remove these two, we can build our trade port and really expand our smelting operation. It also looks like pollution is pretty horrendous around here, so I'll be plopping down some more trees as well. So a fair amount of time has passed since I last recorded. I've been waiting for the research to start. I don't know why, but it only just got going, so we're at 6%. But I've done a little bit of rearranging with the roads around the middle here. Not really sure if that's going to be permanent, but just seeing how traffic works with that, and actually seems to be pretty good. Now, traffic got really bad, especially down in this area, so I added the buses back in. This time we have 12 buses, and that really seems to have made a difference. We should also check what it says down here. So 7,000 riders per day, that's lower than I expected, and the weight is a lot higher, but I don't know, it seems to have helped, so maybe I'll add a few extra buses. But in general, things are going pretty well. You can see the population is now up to 88,000, so we have a look at our history. We increase the density, we add a bit of boom, and there's still room and places for the density to be increased. But what I'm looking at now is removing this power plant right here. We're still waiting for the research to come in, but we do have money to throw around, you know. And in terms of progressing forward, we need to make some changes. So what I want to do is get rid of this power plant right here. So we're going to rely on this one more. And I think nighttime is probably the worst time to swap over, because these won't be charged, these extra ones that I'm adding. How many do we get for each one of these? 12. Which is 3 times the amount of each turbine. There's 24 turbines there. So if we add about 8 of these, I think we'll be okay. And you can see this isn't going to cost too much at all, although per hour it's quite a lot. So can we actually shut this down yet? Because it's night time. Let's have a look at power and start shutting down parts of it. Yeah, I should probably wait until the day actually. I'll wait until the day and then we'll shut this down. Okay, it is gone. Except the little dirt track has stayed behind. Dirt track. Dirt road. Don't know why it's done that. But we can now build our trade port down here. This is where we're going to build it. We're going to get rid of this over here as well. And I think I want to change up the avenue over here in general. And I might do it in a way so we can actually expand the residential area down this way as well. So if I bring this all the way out to the edge... actually no, it would make more sense to bring this road up first, up the side here. Like that. Don't know how much of that we'll actually need. But then we connect that like that. And then we want to have enough room for this road here to be expanded in this direction. But you can see this trade depot is in the way at the moment, but that's fine because we're going to be building a trade port. So if I look at where these roads go... Okay, and now we've got a snap-on thing there, you see what I did? And so now that's in line with that one right there. If I hold down shift, it's going to match up with it just fine. So we can bring that all the way across here. And then we'll need to get rid of these because they're not important. And so on the other side of that is where we will build this thing right here, the high density avenue. So that's a little bit too close. And that's just fine. And then that will go all the way across to that bit there. And that would work, I think. This one here would have to go, and this bit on the end would be an avenue. And then I think that's right. Let's just check. And the roads overlap. I wasn't expecting that. Don't know quite what that means. Maybe if we just remove that bit there, then we won't have a problem. No. The roads overlap. I don't know why that is. If I go off to the side a little bit, it seems to be okay. I'll tell you what, let's delete that. And then just hold down shift. So at some point here, it decides that the roads overlap. Just there. If I go any further forward, apparently the roads are overlapping. That is just such a strange little quirk right there. So I guess we're going to have to come across to the side a little bit. Not so sure about that. So then all of that bit in there will be residential. This avenue will go across there. Then people commuting will go all the way around the corner and up, which actually might encourage them to go a different way. So people who are coming from over this side of the city going that way, it might then be quicker for them to go across the middle, which is something we don't want. So we'll keep our eye on that in the future. We don't have to stick to this if that's the case. But now we can build ourselves a trade port. So let's go around and do that quickly. So there's the trade port, and we need the expansion on the side. We want to put this on the avenue. It does actually seem like particular types of buildings actually work better on the avenues. For example, the trade ports, because not a lot of people go there to work. And then the buildings, what are they called? The little delivery trucks. You know, they have quick access to everything they need. So we're going to build this right there on the corner, I think is the best way to do it. Okay, that doesn't cost too much money compared to how much we have. And then we need to build one of these things right here, the freight terminal. And look at that, fits in perfectly. Excellent. And we got a little depot. Oh, can't remember the name of it. What do they call these things? A warehouse, I guess. Or a lot. Yeah, we got a lot in between. Anyway. Now we need to shut down the other one to build the correct amount of lots on this one to take care of everything. However, they're not approved. Apparently I have to add another division to one of these to add in the extra lots, which is something I wasn't expecting to happen. So a commercial division or a metals division. Well, I have one. Does it have to be running? I don't know what's going on here. Aha! The problem is that we don't have a trade HQ yet. Headquarters, HQ. So it seems like there's still more work to do before we can rely on the trade port. But we're going to have to do that in the next episode. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.